Greetings. This is Real Bar Talk with the Horsemen. I'm nonchalant.
Brother JC.
I go by Exact Truth.
All right. If anybody, go ahead and hit them likes and subscribe. And subscribe.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a friend to tell all their friends.
I was gonna say biatch, but
all right, we got.
And as usual, I'm drinking my apple pie, but I'm gonna chase it with a lager, so it might be a rough one.
That's what's up. We made it complete. With the Horsemen. Introduce yourself, please, my brother.
Here.
Magna Carter, checking.
Yes, sir.
Tonight I'm drinking on my vodka and gin mixture. I'm just keeping it light with this is a little bit of some Sprite in a Horseman mug, you know what I'm saying? Salud.
Stay thirsty.
How dry I am tonight, fellas. I might sip on a little agua.
Ain't nothing wrong.
We introducing. So tonight I'm doing I don't know how many of y'all know the story of Uncle Nearest whiskey. It's a black. It was a black whiskey maker, Uncle Nearest. Here's a story about how he helped out Jack Daniels and stuff like that.
I did hear that. Yep.
There's a story about it online, so that's why I'm drinking tonight.
Yeah, I did. Salute, most def.
Yeah.
Thank you for that knowledge. I'll be ready next time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So will I.
All right, y'all ready to dive into these topics?
Yeah. First up, I believe that's top 15 NBA small forwards.
We're gonna do it the same way. We're gonna do 5, 5, and 5.
5, 5, and 5.
Let brother JC start it off. Magna Carter.
I would like to see brother JC start it off because I'm curious. I already know what one is going to be.
I'm fair.
Yeah.
Here go my top 5.
Fair.
And I got them in order. But you know, in no particular order, I got LeBron James. I got the good Dr. Julius Irving. I got KD. I got Larry Bird. And Scottie Pippen. Those are my 5.
You said
and he pushed back, and I had to go KD, man. Even though he choked KD, last night.
I thought you said something else. Nah. That's a good top 5.
I had to go with Durant, man. He's a young boy, but you know, from out of B-more.
Like I said, mine is not in necessarily any particular order, but I might switch it around. And once again, I didn't include any players that are playing now. They're going to get theirs when they retire. So this is for you, Magna Carter.
Oh, I appreciate it.
My first is Dr. J. Julius Irving.
I do it. I ain't mad at it, though. I ain't mad at it.
Man. My second. Who was? My second was Alex English.
Okay.
My third, Mark Aguirre. like I said, this is not in any particular order. My fourth is Paul Pierce. My fifth is Adrian Dantley.
All right, all right. Magna Carter, you can take the honors, bro.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go LeBron, Julius Erving, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Durant.
It's not a bad list.
Not a bad list at all. I actually, you know what? I was going to put Larry in my top 5, but he'll get a number. You know, go ahead, brother JC. I mean, brother Exact.
All right. Mine again is in no specific order. I didn't go by stats or nothing. I went through the list, and I just the people that stuck out to me, and I also didn't. In my top 15, I have I do a fucking honorable mention. I put some of the newer brothers in there because I definitely think that they are all time, but I just try to keep it to people who have retired, who put their work in already and have retired. This again in no particular order. I got Scottie Pippen, I got Doc, I got Paul Pierce, I got James Worthy, and I got Chris Mullin. Again, it's not like I'm giving y'all my top 15. I'm not giving my top 5, my next order, because there's no specific order, but these are my top 15.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all want to do the next 5, brother JC, it's on you.
Next 5, I got Kawhi Leonard, Elgin Baylor, Dominique Wilkins, James Worthy, and Bernard King.
The Dominique you got me because I thought Dominique was a tweeter. That's why the only reason I was gonna put him on the possibly. I thought he came in as a shooting guard. But you might be right. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying. I just thought I thought he came in as a shooting guard. That was what I took it as. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he mostly played at the small forward position.
Okay, so I thought he was a 2. So I'll put him in. He's definitely an honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see Elgin Baylor play.
Yeah, me either.
You can't. I mean, I'm gonna have to have a couple of them up there, that I didn't see play, but I gotta respect their legacy,
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
My number 6 is moving right along. Is Larry Bird. My number 7, Bernard King. My number 8, Dominique Wilkins. My number 9, James Worthy. Did I say Bernard King already?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
My number 10 is Elgin Baylor.
All right. Magna Carter.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Elgin Baylor, George Gervin,
Damn.
Dominique, James Worthy, Carmelo.
I forgot about Iceman.
I didn't forget about Iceman. I thought he was a 2 though.
He was in it.
He was
George Gervin was a tweener too.
He's a tweener. That's why I like. That's why I say my what's the name is gonna be extensive. My shooting guard list gonna be extensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay, so
he was a tweener.
I gotta make some moves now.
All right, well. All right, my next 5 are Vince Carter, Grant Hill, Bernard King, Adrian Dantley, and Larry Bird.
That's tough. I forgot all about the Iceman cometh.
Yeah. Magna Carter on his dean today.
Yeah, I'm changing my list up as we speak. Who's up?
You up next. Next, the last five. You can do if you got something extra after your 5, you can speak. But
I gotta make
right
an
now,
amendment. I gotta have George Gervin in my top 5, yo. So I removed Scottie Pippen. I moved Pippen from out of the 5 spot. And I just dropped everybody down. Putting Gervin, he definitely top 5. I just need to make that amendment. So my next 5 is gonna be, I'm just gonna put Bernard King number 11, Jamal Wilkes number 12.
Wow, he said Jamal Wilkes.
Heck yeah.
Not Cornbread Earl and me.
Yeah.
That's him. Oh, that's who he is?
Yep.
Jamal
Okay.
Wilkes. A lot of people ain't know that.
I ain't know that.
Bro.
Nah, I ain't know that.
He might have got a couple of rings at UCLA, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember. Back in the day, I kept up on him more. I don't remember right now.
Yeah. Bernard King, if I didn't say, I dropped him down. So it's King, it's Wilkes. I'm gonna go Rick Barry with my 13th. I'm gonna say Carmelo, and my last guy is Alex English.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
I was debating on putting him on the list, man. I had so many other people, but he didn't make the cut.
Some dudes been playing for a long time. How long Melo and Bron been in the league for now? Like
20
15,
years.
20 years, yup.
Yeah,
I mean, they rightfully deserving of it. When me and Shalant was talking, we both agreed that we both were just talking about it. We just like, look, I'm gonna try to go and give the people who already retired. It's easy. It's not easy, but the people that's more in front of you, you can acknowledge them a little easier. The LeBrons, the KDs, they definitely, man. To me, I don't care what happened with KD yesterday. I mean, over the series, you can't fry the man over there. He got a lot of things to answer, but I can't hang or crucify. But we'll touch on that, brother. Nonchalant, go ahead, man.
The Iceman number 11.
Okay.
This is all. Paul Pierce, number 12. Chris Mullin, number 13. I can't remember. Trace McGrady, number 15.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. And Vince Carter, number 14. So Vince Carter, 14. 14. There's one more?
You got one more.
Oh, my bad. Grant Hill.
Okay.
Is number 15.
Magna Carter, what you got for us?
All right, my last 5. All right, so I got Grant Hill, Paul Pierce, Alex English, Bernard King, and this one I just like his energy. It was between Chris Mullin and this dude, and I picked him because I just like his energy more. Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot about Latrell too.
I forgot about Latrell did ball. He not a Hall of Famer though. He ain't Hall of Famer though, right? No, it ain't about that anyway. But I just think I think that my list would have included it because the list that I looked at was more like Hall of Fame caliber type of stuff. So they wouldn't have probably put him in there with the little blemish that he got on his history.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to go back on that though, brother Exact. I agree with you on everything you said, but I just tried to change my list a little bit from last week because I was going off a little more stats and more than what I was actually seeing. And I tried to put some players in there that I actually saw play before the ones that had all the numbers. So Latrell is 15, so Latrell would kind of be like my honorable mention.
But you got your picks, bro, this week. Like Nashallah had came with the gems last week. I think you came with some gems this week. Like, you pulled.
Yeah, he made me do that. Nonchalant.
Yeah, there's some cats that you came up with that I didn't even consider. To be perfectly honest with you. All right, I got my last 5, but then like I said, I do a little honorable mention on mine. My last 5 are Tracy McGrady, Elgin Baylor, Larry Johnson, Sean Marion, and I got a toss-up. Now, y'all know how I do always. My last ones is always hard because I come up with a couple of them. I got between Jamal Mashburn and Glenn Rice.
I'm going with Glenn all day.
That's why I said toss-up.
Smooth Glenn Rice.
I want to go off of, because I like both of them. This is what I like. Jamal Mashburn he played both ends. He played defense and he played. But Glenn Rice was just a scorer, you know what I'm saying? He was a sniper. He was a sniper, so it was hard for me to pick. That was a hard one.
Definitely. I would even take Spree off my list and put Glenn Rice on there. That's how much more I like Glenn Rice. I don't even know how I forgot about Glenn Rice.
Regardless of what anybody say about this dude, off the court, whatever, he balled the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, he did. He
didn't always have a surrounding cast, but a majority of the nights, man, he came to play.
Yo, he was nasty, yo.
Especially his Golden State years.
Yeah.
His Golden State years, he was wild.
It was nasty.
He didn't do bad when he was a Knick. He didn't do bad. He wasn't, you know what I mean? It was the later portions of his career, but just around, you know, your cast makes up everything. Let me shoot this my honorable mention just for the record, and we can move on from then. If y'all ready to, or y'all want to touch on something else.
Yeah, I got a little. Ask, can this be a segue to the superlative? Can we run through the superlative list of NBA?
Oh, superlative list of the NBA. Oh, I did.
We didn't get that, brother JC. We all gotta be on that court, man. We gotta talk about what's in the lake, bro.
My fault.
Yeah,
I posted it last week.
Yeah, you did.
This would be easier than the rap joint.
Yeah, you're right. You did.
I think that where do y'all want to go? I'm good with it.
Let's do the superlatives because we only got really 2 more weeks left. Unless y'all got another category. We only got PGs and shooting guards. Shooting guards is next. Okay. And then PG. So after that, we can do a superlative to cap the whole thing off.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? All right. My honorable mention so we can move on is LeBron, KD, Billy Cunningham, Melo, Kawhi, and Dominique Wilkins.
Wonder Billy Cunningham.
Nick what? No, because you had Nick as a power forward?
No, I had Dominique as a shooting guard. Like I already started my list. My shooting guard. I got him in because I thought he was a tweener. Because if you look, we watch. If y'all ain't did y'all shooting guard list, he's going to show up as a shooting guard.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I didn't put him on the thing. Like, you know, damn, should we do a small tweeners list, man, too? Should we throw one of those in there? Because it's a lot of nice tweeners.
I was thinking, how can we come up with top 15 six men?
That might be a rough one. That might be
rough.
We gotta scale it down
to 10.
A
deep dive. No, it's a good one. Don't get me wrong, but that might be a deep dive. That might take about a week or so good research for that one, bro. Because it's been a lot of, I mean, Jamal Crawford's.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, and then you gotta think about it. It may be a lot of quote unquote irrelevant people now who were good six men during their runs. So that we may not even. That's why I said we definitely gotta research.
I got 3. I just know Crawford, Lou Wills, and Bobby Jones.
I was gonna say.
I could come up with some more. Michael Cooper.
No, I gotta say this, man. And
Vinny don't forget about Vinny the Microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. We could definitely formulate a list. We could definitely. I mean, if y'all want to do it, like I said, it's this our thing. We do what we want to do. I just think that 6 man is definitely going to be. It ain't gonna be hard, but I think that probably take a little bit more research than all the other ones.
We got 3 weeks.
Okay, let's shoot 4. What's the next topic we moving on to? Because we got some things to talk about tonight.
Hold up. So are we gonna finish the superlative list of hip hop or no? That's gonna take too much time.
We should do that. I think we should do the superlative list last because we got topics to talk about, man.
All right, what's up? Y'all sound like y'all got something for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Like the elephant
Yeah,
is in the
brother.
room. Is an elephant in the room somewhere?
Yeah, brother Joe, I'm with you. Like they got something to talk about. I'm ready too. Let's
I
go.
mean, it's a few things. I mean, y'all mentioned the thing that I'm gonna be lacking on. The thing I'm gonna be lacking on is probably the NFL draft because that's what I was able to do the least amount of research on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
ain't gotta talk about that.
No. But I'm saying let's talk about this Pusha T, man. Let's just dive into this on the real. I'll take the floor. I would give my first comment. I'm gonna give my first comment.
Yeah, let me hear
what.
We know you don't like that coke rap.
I want to hear you. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what Brother Nonchalant got to say about this. Can't wait. I can't wait.
This is my take, man. This is real business, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk to me.
I've said this for years. Pusha is one of the nicest. The Clips is one of the nicest crews. I can't get with their subject matter. That whole cocaine album, bro. I mean, besides this slick wordplay, man, I really wasn't impressed with the album. And I personally, to be honest with you, I'm a Pusha fan. I don't think I'm gonna put him in rotation again. Not that particular album. Not that album, bro. It's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to grade it on style, you want to grade it on wordplay, we can put it in categories. But overall project, bro, I'm not impressed, man. Nothing impresses me about a whole cocaine album, man. On some real shit. Like, I mean, we got to go about it and we got to talk about how people do it and how people show their creativity on it. To me, man, Conway the Machine and Benny, they talk about the same thing. They just was a little bit more. I felt the albums more than I felt Pusha.
I'm gonna say
but
a lot
don't you think Pusha production, Pusha production is way better?
Nah, bro, I was not impressed with that production. I wasn't impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with it. I'm just keeping it real with you.
Is it too?
Can I chime in for a second? Can I chime in?
Yeah,
can I just got a question. This is not a it's not a comment or going against y'all, but I'm just asking a question. Do you think that you would prefer the style that Conway has about his dope bars compared to Pusha's? Because Conway's production is a little more old school than Pusha's. I'm asking.
No, I got you. That's what I got.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Hold on, Ashalai, because you got things to say. That's why I wanna let me just say these things, bro. When I say about the production, this is I mess around and create beats. Okay, it's not just a boom bap thing for me, man. Because I like a lot of newer music. To me, man, when I'm saying like when I listen for an album, and this is what has dampened things for me with music, it's the mold that the music sets you in. It's like music being able to put you in a zone, whereas though you kind of like in a movie with them whatever's going on. You ain't gotta be telling the story. You could just be vibing with it. And I just feel like lately, because music is digital, it's so clean that the heart and soul of it.
And they got good. Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you.
It's not like the heart and soul of it, like that feel of it. Like I said, I listened to the album. I listen to this album like I give everybody the same thing. I got a little studio set up. I'm gonna give it what it do so I can get to sit through the monitors, everything. It's just like, to me, man, I just wasn't impressed with it. It's a cup. Don't get me wrong. I nodded my head to it. I mean, like I just sat there with a hard face the whole album. No, it's just that I think that for me, the things that I was hearing, everybody was saying on Twitter, music is way more creative, man, than just cocaine, man. And I think that that's where the lowering of the standards for me is. That's on the album. I'm being a critic of the whole thing. The brother is nice as a motherfucker. He's one of the top MCs out there. I don't want to hear a whole album about shaving coke, how the dope game, this, that, and the third. Now everybody ain't built for it, man. Our fucking community is decimated off of that ignorant shit. And how many young boys is gonna listen to this shit? Like, I live in the motherfucking suburbs, bro. This shit got shit so fucked up. A motherfucker went to the corner of my block the other week. Fucking Sunday night. and just let off, busting at motherfuckers' cars, bro. We got surveillance around here now. All off of what? I'm not blaming Pusha, but come on, man, we gotta start elevating to other shit, man. I'm 51 years old, man. So not that what you said is a valid point, Magna Carter. It's not about the style of beats or nothing. I gotta be engulfed with what the fuck you doing, bro. For me to be giving titles and me to be saying you got the #1 album that's dropped. Conway said nothing too different from what he did. It wasn't a matter of his beats. I felt his album more. Like he didn't just talk about drugs. He touched into stuff like looking in the mirror and seeing how he is and how his situation got him fucked up. And even though he's living a life and stuff, he ain't telling you that he.
You muted yourself.
And he got I don't know, like I feel it, but I'm more like the production. Like let's look at Nas. Like Nas, a beautiful lyricist, like probably the best ever. But if we had to say one pushback would be the production. So now if Pusha T pushback is you only did drug rap, like I think everyone has a little flaw.
I think I'm a piggyback brother JC's damn. What he said.
That's how I'm trying to break it up so they can pile on effect.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I done heard all this before. You know what I mean? And it don't move me. Like it might move somebody, but it don't move me. I like dope MCs. Some people like coke MCs. That's fine. But I'm just saying, like, and I'm not gonna take nothing away from him. He's nice. Never gonna take that away from him. And as far as production wise, it didn't move. I don't even know who did the production.
It was a few from Pharrell and Kanye.
Okay, yeah. I kind of can tell that, and
yeah, you could definitely tell like who's who.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it wasn't it for me. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't it for me. I'm gonna keep it short and plain. It wasn't it for me. It was kind of like same thing, brother. Exact said. It didn't move me. Like I don't. Like I said, maybe it's because I'm even like, because you had your Cool G raps and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't tell you just one side of the fence, and that's why I kind of like.
I like that.
I like Conway. He gives you social commentary as well. He don't just say, "Yo, all this shit is good and glamorous." He tell you he was fucked up. He tell you, you know what I'm saying? He got shit that really he got to deal with in real life situations. So whereas it didn't seem as everything. My thing is tell both sides of the story.
I think in the first joint called Brambleton, I think he was alluding to kind of that.
All right.
How things could go wrong.
All right, but
I'm just saying I don't. He made that song Snitch.
Whenever I hear him, I don't ever hear that. That's all I'm saying. And it's like, to me, it's just I'm done with the redundancy. You know what I'm saying? It's rather redundant. I mean, everybody has said this already. Everybody has said it in their own way. I'm just saying the way he put it together, whether it be the beats, the music, or the lyrics. He's a dope lyricist. I'm not gonna take that from him, but I'm just saying, how can you talk about what is it? I'm not gonna say how. I know how, because there's a lane for that, and it's money in that. You know what I'm saying? It's money in that. So I get that. I understand that wholeheartedly. But all money ain't good money to me. You know what I'm saying? All money is not good money. So he found his pocket. It's, you know what I'm saying? Applause to you, homie. But I'm just saying, for me, and like I said, he's a dope lyricist. I'm gonna keep reiterating that. But I think this particular project, production included, it wasn't it for me. It wasn't it.
I don't think he has does he have the subject matter? Does he have the knowledge? to rap about anything else?
I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that question. I'm just saying, like if it was like to decide who's, I'd rather listen to Conway the Machine. I'd rather listen to Benny the Butcher and the Griseldas before I listen to and that's respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I'd rather listen to them. I think they're.
Carter, what you got for us, Carter?
So you know,
I was going to go last. So I'll let you go first, brother Joe. Or
no, I just got a little like. I'm trying to see the young brothers' maturation, and like when I listen to the song "Rock and Roll," it's kind of like symbolism. Like I'm no longer selling, but I'm on the stage selling this. So he's still using a drug reference, but on rap. And I like that song in particular, like when he talks about his son. That's why I like, that's like my favorite joint on the album, Rock and Roll. And I just feel
and it seemed like to me the songs,
like I ain't even a dancer, but when I heard the beat, I like, yo. So, you know, a lot of that Diet Coke track is hot. Like, he got a lot of hot tracks to me.
and like the ones that stood out to me that was a little different or whatever was Dreams of the Past. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Neck and Wrist was cool. And Hear Me Clearly, I think that's one.
Yeah, Hear Me Clear.
Those kind of like were standouts for me, to whereas it wasn't so much on the same topic. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He kind of switched it up on those. You know what I mean? And like for the production, for me, it didn't sound like Pharrell or Kanye's best work to me. That's all I'm saying. It didn't sound like their best work to me. I've heard, in my humble opinion, I've heard better tracks from them. I've heard better music from them. That's why when I heard it, I was like, I had to ask, well, I know Kanye did something because he was in the video and stuff. I had to ask, well, who did the production? Because usually I'm with Pharrell and Kanye, you know what I mean? But this one, the production just didn't, like, to me, if I have to keep listening to something to get it for me to feel it, that means I ain't really feel it. You know what I mean? If I gotta keep going back, yo, did I feel it? Let me listen to it again. Usually when I hear something the first time, I'm be like, yo, okay. Like when I listen to I'm gonna say it again. When I listen to Conway the Machine, I didn't have to rewind nothing to be like, yo, I went all the way through. I'm like, yo, this is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is it right here.
I mean,
even when I hear their material, period, and why I keep going back to like the Griseldas is because even when I first heard them, I enjoyed what I was hearing. It just sounded like go ahead.
I could feel and understand, like, well, maybe I don't want to assume, because you know what they say about people who assume, but Griselda's sound is more boom bap and more closer to the core of the sound of hip hop. That's how I feel.
That's why
that's how I feel. That's what I'm about to say. That's why I feel like more people that are used to a particular sound I would rather listen to them than this.
And plus, even beside the music, I just felt it more. You could tell it was, I'm not saying that Pusha T wasn't coming from the gut, but for me, when I be hearing, like when I was hearing Conway, it seemed like it was coming from the gut. Like,
you know why? Because Conway talks more about, they both talk about selling drugs and the street game,
right.
But Conway talks more about the real day-to-day drug dealer, while Pusha T talks more about the drug dealer that made it from being the day-to-day to the kingpin. He talks more about the glory of being a drug dealer.
That's what I said.
And that's why it feels more real, because most of us are closer to that day-to-day drug dealer than we are to the one that's at the top.
Hey,
and that's how we can feel that one more.
It's more poor people. It's more poor people than rich people. So anytime, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna hear rich people talk, you ain't gonna relate to it. You're gonna relate to somebody that's in the mud.
Yeah, and Conway talk more about he's more that grittier, more realer. That's why you feel it more. Yeah, because you can relate more to Conway than you can to Pusha talk. Right.
He's on the upswing.
Yeah, so that's the comparison.
3 years from now, Conway may be redundant if he doesn't change. You know, I think he's starting to make the change now. No,
I'll be honest with you right now, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like it is the Pusha T album is redundant. It is, but also the way I rate the album too is I want to see some versatility. And when I say the versatility, not only do I mean by, like, I like to see people change their flow. I like to see that. I like to see if they could go in a different pocket. Even if you're talking about the same thing, I just want to see if you can switch it. And then I also...
He switched it up on neck and wrist, though.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't do it enough for me.
Yeah,
he didn't do it enough.
Right, he did switch it, though. That one, he switched it up on the one, Hear Me Clearly. Like, he was like, I mean, he did rap angry, but he was like he's talking to somebody. I don't know who he's talking. He might be talking to Drake. But I heard the anger in his, like, he was emphasizing his lyrics.
Yeah, so I don't think that was
a drug. I don't think that was a dope rap.
No, it wasn't. I didn't say he didn't, but I like to see it more. Like, when I listen to an album, I honestly I like to hear all the songs sound different. I do like to hear that. I'm like, oh, okay, he went somewhere right here with this. He went somewhere right here with that. I do like that, but most artists going to give you what they give you. So for that, like, the album, that I expected that from Pusha. I ain't saying it wasn't for me. I liked that. I just didn't like that he didn't give me more versatility. But he got bars. We all know he got bars.
Yeah, that's what I question.
And I like to see versatility in the lyrical content too, but he didn't give me that either. But that's him. I know what he gonna do. And that's why I do that with Conway too. I don't know how we got the comparisons with them, but since we on these two, I don't like the fact that Conway doesn't give me versatility with lyrical content until recently. Okay. Before he was the same. He is changing, but until recently he was redundant too.
Yeah,
everything just sounds the same to me with Conway. But he the last one, it was. But when somebody do something good for so long, then they just get stuck in that and they just go with that.
Some people are scared of failure too. Like,
yeah,
you know, like we got the 85, the 10, and the 5. 85% of the people. That's why he's the number one selling on Apple, because 85% of people want to hear that.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, no, I want to hear it too. I liked it and I enjoyed it and I will listen to it again. But I can see why other people wouldn't, because of those things I said. He wasn't versatile enough to another audience that hears him enough that, you know, if, like, I'm not speaking for Brother Nonchalant, so let's just not even say Brother Nonchalant. Let's just say the other percentage of hip hop listeners, when they listen to a Pusha T album and they know what Pusha T is going to give you, in order for them to feel it, they want to hear something different from him. And he didn't give it to them. He gave them the same thing. So they like, okay, what's next?
Well, he didn't say his classic ad-lib. Yep. I ain't hear that on the album.
That's because you said it earlier.
That might be the first time on any of these albums I hear that.
So if you're not a Pusha T fan, like I am, and you live like, that's what I'm expecting from Pusha T, so I'm gonna enjoy it. If you somebody listen like, okay, let me hear what he got for me now, and he give you the same thing he gave you last time, they not gonna feel it as much as us. You know? That's how I feel about it.
Hey,
But
man.
he always gonna give you the
You
bars.
don't need to be the dead horse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The only thing left is, I mean, it's early. I think we're still in the first quarter, or we're in the second quarter. We're in the first quarter. It's the fourth month of the year. So we got 3 quarters left, and I don't know if he's gonna make album of the year, especially with Kendrick Lamar coming out next month, supposedly.
Yeah, we'll
I'm sure
see.
God's gonna drop something because he's been busy. So
Yeah.
I can't see it. When you release this early in the year, it's like the people that release in the fourth quarter probably get all the steam, you know?
Or at least the third quarter. That's summertime. That's when it.
Yeah,
that's when that.
Right. Yep.
That's the summertime. It's a mother.
Yeah. So yeah. So if I had to, I would listen to the Pusha T album again, but I understand where Brother Nonchalant and Brother Exact is coming from when they say the album's not for them, because that they already knew that's what was coming.
Yeah.
They wanted to hear something different. I think I'm just guessing. You wanted to hear something different.
Well, I kind of knew I was not going to, but you know, it was like even with the song Diet Cool,
you know,
even with the song Diet Cool,
Mm-hmm.
Brother JC was like, he was putting, you know, y'all listen to it. I did that, you know what I mean? And I was like, it wasn't trash, but it just wasn't. It didn't do it for me. Pause. And and the album was like, the album was an extension of that song, literally. And so I was like, okay, you know.
Yeah, I feel you. I did enjoy it, but also too, we Brother Exact was touching on it before about like his content and how it. I don't know if he said it. I wish he was here so he could hear it, like, because I didn't understand if he was saying like the lyrical content was affecting the our community.
I think
I'm not sure if that's what he was trying to.
I mean, I'm not going to speak for him, but I'm gonna just say this for myself. Yeah. I think all of that does. I think it all plays a part, negatively and positively. You know what I mean? Whereas because it's looked upon as, well, if he's talking like this and he's getting it like this, where I'm at, I can't see nothing else but that. So I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm just saying when you put out certain energies, that's the effect of putting out those energies. You know what I mean? You can't say, well, I'm just saying what I went through. I don't think your hands are clean.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think your hands are clean.
I think your children will make you mature faster. Maybe I think he talked about his son. You know, he's probably, you know, too young. But I know when Jay-Z made the 444, that's when I was respecting Jay, because it comes a time when you got to worry about your offspring. We talk about Kim Kardashian, now she worrying about some sex tape. You should have been thinking about that then. So your kids remind you of what you know, like. So
not only that, when you're a kid, your mind is very impressionable. You're gonna soak up everything like a sponge, good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I mean? So like when we listen to certain things, we're adults, we're grown. So we can listen to it, work out, whatever, and it's not gonna affect our psyche. It's not gonna affect our psyche to go out and do what they're talking about. Nah, we already know we already know what it is. We can separate the two, so to speak. Whereas a kid.
So my.
Go
ahead, brother. Not sure. My fault.
A kid's mind is very impressionable. So a lot of these kids not listening to their parents. Let's just be honest about this. They're not listening to their parents. They listen to these songs because you got streaming all day. So they got computers in their hand, pocket, or what have you that they can listen to. And they're not listening to what? They're not listening to whatever we consider to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? That's their leader. You know what I'm saying?
They're not listening to Dr. Boyce Watkins.
Right. They listening to that's their lead. That's not their leaders. These people, not these people, but the ones that is at the top of the charts and all of that. And we know what's at the top of the charts all day. You know what I mean? That's what they're listening to. They're not listening to their parents. I'm sorry, because when we were young, let's keep it a buck. Did we listen to our parents? No,
probably not.
Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But we had the sense to, even when the parents were saying something, we can revert back to, oh shit, this is what they was talking about. All right, so I kind of know how to move. You know what I mean? And when you don't have that, and all you have is a constant programming, and it could be subconsciously. You don't even have, when you breathe, you don't have to think about that. You're doing that automatically. You know what I mean? So when some water or whatever gets to a sponge, it gets soaked up automatically. And that's what these very impressionable minds, this is what happens.
I can agree to that to an extent, but I do also feel like that's a lot of accountability that you put on performance like that. Some accountability does have to fall on the parents, whether you want to listen to them or not. Young minds are impressionable. Yes, they are.
The most impressionable.
But I'm coming from experience.
We all are.
I didn't really have my parents growing up, neither of them, but my grandmother. And I listened to all the music, but I ain't never felt like I was gonna go out there. Like, and if we going to do that too, we gotta talk about these movies too. Like,
no,
if you say it,
no. Like I'm saying, nobody's hands are clean. But I'm just saying specifically to what we're talking about, it all is by design. Let's say that. I'm gonna say that. This is no accident. You know what I mean? This is no accident. That's all I'm saying.
I could go with that. I could roll with that 100%. It is not an accident. Yes. And they want you to, they know you're impressionable, so they're gonna try and push it on you. Yes. But that's a lot of accountability for you to put on the shoulders when we know 99% of the times they don't want to be role models. But their hands not clean. You're right. Their hands are not clean because we know what this thing is.
So my question to that is, if they have no, I ain't gonna say it's 100% their responsibility, but I'm just saying that these are who they're most impressed by. You know what I mean? Whether it be, like you said, it's not just them, it's athletes, entertainers, so on and so forth. It's a reason why, whether it be Snow, whether it be what's the other one? Power, whether it be Harlem, Godfathers of Harlem, whether it be what's the new one?
Snowfall.
No, not Snowfall. I said that one. It's another one that just came out right after
Power.
Not Power. It came out right after
Power. Empire?
Not Empire. I can't remember the name of it. But
But yeah, I get where you're going.
It's because what they'll try to say is certain shows aren't entertaining. Now are these shows that I just named entertaining? Yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say that they're not, but I'm just saying, like, it got to be some type of balance at some point in time. That's all I mean. It's just bombarded with one thing. That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree. I wasn't trying to push back on you. I was just trying to give a different perspective because, like I said, like, I know kids are impressionable, And if anybody was gonna be impressed by any of that, I would feel like it'd be somebody that did not have a strong household, to somebody to tell you right from wrong. Like, and I feel like, yeah, you're not gonna listen to your parents, but if you think your kid is that impressionable, then it's up to you to be like, I don't think you're ready to listen to this type of whatever or watch this type of whatever. Because to me personally, like, if I ever wanted to be anything, it was like people that I could like touch. It wasn't nobody from TV or music that I listened to. Did it influence me in certain things? Yes. Like I said before, I even by the way I talk and the way I dress, I do get that from music. But my morals didn't get shaken by listening to this music or watching this type of at a young age without any guidance.
Let me say this. Let me interject about this. And you said what you just said was powerful within itself, but I think that this is where you see the energy that comes from nonchalant, oftentimes myself, about when we talk about music. Mm-hmm. Everything that you said is 100% correct, but the music reflected that. Like we had, when we came up and people were like, y'all know how to let things go from where your era was. I love all music as long as it's good music. What it was is that during our era, we had things to reflect the morality, the moral value. Now, with the way things are, man, I just was on Twitter, bro, and it was a baseball game, and some motherfuckers must have gotten into something in the parking lot. These kids is on the baseball field, and these motherfuckers in the parking lot shooting the fuck out, bro, shooting up everything, bro, and the kids is laying down on bases and shit, bro. This is not Beirut, man. And this is what I'm saying, like, it's the energy. Don't get me wrong, man. Y'all hear me all the time talk about my pops, man. Me and my pops go back and forth because he's from the baby boomer era. So he has some time on me. Obviously, he's my father, but he comes from a different, they made music about love. Wasn't nobody talking about warring and killing motherfuckers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a reflection of the time. It's a reflection of what's going on. We all can see that. But it is still comes down to like, it's a place for everything. If Pusha T album was strictly the album that drug dealers was into, fine. Now, if that's what you into, you're gonna love that. If you live that life, man, you're gonna love what he's talking about. You're gonna love his slick wordplay. But for all of those who was affected from their families getting fucked up over the shit, not that it's Pusha's fault. It's not nobody. You can't pinpoint that to be nobody or no single individual's problem. But it's a problem. And if we keep perpetuating and keep promoting it, you know what I'm saying? That's what I said. You notice, I never said the nigga suck. I never said nothing belittling to him. I just said, He's always been nice. The only thing that threw me off with the Clips album was that you get tired of hearing about coke, man. Like, it's like what Biggie said a long time ago. It's like, even you slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. There's so much more for our people, man, out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, it's a market for everything. And I'm like I said, I don't shit on him. That's not, we still on the Pusha thing, if that's what we're talking about. My bad about the dip out and everything, but if that's what we're doing.
Let's think about it this way. I want to make a connection. Y'all tell me if I'm off basis when you said that, because for years, cocaine was the white man's drug, right?
It was a rich man's drug. That's how it's perceived. Rich man,
okay, my fault, the rich man. But when you're a kid, they said it's the white man. Like, I'm talking about when I was raised in like the 70s, 80s, it was we didn't know that many rich blacks.
Right.
At least I didn't.
Right.
So, when I first saw it as a white boy on college campus with it. So I say that to say, and I think I brought this up in an earlier podcast when Michael Jordan says, Mom, Republicans buy sneakers too. So if the whole thing is about who's listening to this stuff, who really is like making money for these rappers to continue selling this type of music? Because they know it's not helpful for our community. You
said, what's the question again?
Who's he rapping for? My thing is, who who is these drug rappers? Who is these drug movies really trying to appeal to? We you know, we the minority.
The dollar. It's the
they're appealing to the dollar.
To the dollar.
Like, if you're a rapper, you got a heavy female base, you gonna make money. That's why LL Cool J stopped being hard as hell.
That's what I was saying. I said it's a lane for it, but at what cost are you willing to take that lane?
Yeah.
What are you willing to sacrifice for that lane? And like I agree with Magna Carter said, it's not one person's fight. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of
yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and I love to hear y'all perspective on it too, because we all coming from different eras. I guess you could say y'all era was a little before mine, and I'm just looking at it from my perspective. So I do like to hear y'all's too, you know, because y'all probably seen what it did to the community. You know what that era did to our community more than I did, because I'm growing up in it and not even realizing it until I became an adult, you know.
We lived through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I lived through it, but I was too young to understand what was going on.
Right.
So let's ask, what about this one? Eminem, he's from Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't talk about dope. He don't rap dope rap.
No, but he don't talk positive rap either. He talk about drug use. He talk about
he talk about being a user, not the seller.
Yeah.
He did talk about that.
I mean, to me,
I give him credit for even doing that.
I don't want to shoot nobody, because let's bottom line this. Music, regardless of how any of us individually feel about it, it's an art. Regardless, it's an expression. So everything ain't for everybody. But the thing that sells, as we know, is sex, drugs, and when they say rock and roll, but it's sex and drugs, really.
I was just thinking about what sells.
Sex, drugs, and murder. Sex, drugs, and murder.
There you go. Yeah. And it's always been that way.
Yep.
And that's how they do it with the mafia movies too. Those mob movies. Like Jay-Z said, he said Scarface the movie did more than Scarface the rapper did to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. I mean, we have,
like Brother Nonchalant say, he said it's not by accident. I agree with that. It's not by accident, because like you said, it is a lot of impressionable minds. Like, even though I'm giving you my story where I wasn't really, it didn't grab me like it grabbed other people, but I've seen it because everybody not going to be like they're going to gravitate towards it, and the masses will gravitate towards that type of entertainment. I would say. I'm gonna say this. I'm
gonna say it like this. It's always easy to do what everybody else is doing, or what the majority of people, or what is perceived to be what everybody else is doing. Because it might not even be what everybody else is doing, but the perception might be, oh, it seems to be everybody's doing that, so I'm gonna hop on. It takes a man or a woman to know how to step on their own and step out on their own and be themselves. You know what I mean? It takes a man to do that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's going on around him, he know that ain't what it is. Not for me. This is what's for me over here, regardless of what y'all doing. There could be 100 people doing the same thing. But do you want to be the 101 dummy? You know what I'm saying? Nah, let it just be the 100, whatever it is. I'm not trying to distance, nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, it might be 100 people doing something, and it might not be for you. So why be the 101st person to be doing it if it's not for you? You know what that takes? That takes cojones. That takes a smart mind That takes a strong mind. Everybody's not like that. That's
because
all.
I know a brother who told me, like, he said it, like, we both grew up listening to Dipset, and he said when he heard them, they made him want to sell drugs. So
wow,
I listen to him all the time, and they ain't never one time make me want to sell drugs.
Word.
Not once. And I listen to all of it.
Right.
Lox is one of my favorite groups, and I already know what they talk about and what their content is, but I don't know. It's just never for me. Like, that's the type of music that I like. I love it. I listen to it. I love Rick Ross. And like we was talking about, Brother Exactly wasn't here. I was saying how, like, Conway, he talks more about the day-to-day hustler and dealer compared to, I would put Rick Ross and Pusha T in the same category, where they talk more about the like, glorifying of after they don't even talk about the street work and the day-to-day. They talk more about the they made it, like they at the top level of being a drug dealer. So they talk more about that rich drug dealer stuff. So I listened to it, but I never was like, damn, like I want to be like that. I want to go sell drugs. I just never was like that. I always looked at it as entertainment, but it's not a lot of people that's like that. You're going to get influenced by it, and you're going to want that life, and then you're going to go out there and you're going to try and get that life, and then you see what life do to you. So I see where y'all coming from. The more you pump it out there, the more people they know listening to it. It's not by accident, Brother Nonchalant. I like that. I'm gonna start using that. It's not by accident.
It's definitely done. Did we move to something else, or my bad?
Yeah, well, I'm ready.
My shit, my joint died on me.
No, it actually put us into a good segue for what we was just talking about. So
yeah,
I was hoping, I wish you was here when we was talking about it, but no problem though. I'm glad you touched on it, though, because it brought us to a better I ain't gonna say better, but like
it's a nice segue.
Something that a nice segue. I enjoyed that conversation that we just had.
All right, so we talking about
real bar talk.
Real bar talk. We talking about these bar talk now.
It's the 6 to 10 Hip Hop Superlatives.
Y'all did the playoffs? Okay. We didn't do the playoffs yet. I thought we did Superlatives last.
Superlatives last, my bad.
I'm thinking, do y'all want to do Superlatives? Oh, well, we got this Canabis talk.
Let's touch on that real quick. That shouldn't take that long.
It's all like what they want to influence our communities. Because in Jersey, man, it's like crazy. The lines
elaborate on that.
The lines, man, the lines are so long. And you got to ask the question, why? Right? Why are we fast to go spend our money with people who don't look like us? So my whole thing was I need to find some minority owned dispensaries, and Nonchalant posted in the chat from Al Harrington. I just happened to be from Orange. So when I read the article, I'm like, okay. Now I want to go find a dispensary because I got a problem when I'm going to these affluent neighborhoods and I see our brown faces in lines. We're always acceptable when they want our bread, you know what I mean?
I think we just give our bread.
Yeah, we give our bread. We're looking forward to give it to them.
Absolutely.
And we don't realize, see, I felt like we have to stop sitting back, waiting for something to be given. We know it's going to be a bunch of regulations and everything with this. And so the public knows what we are talking about. We're talking about the cannabis industry and the market for us, if that's the proper wording. I feel like they've always closed doors on us. Attempted to. It's about us fortifying ourselves in what the mission is that we're going for. We can do it, but a lot of times, man, whenever we do something and we get something to a point, we have to realize that something is coming to try to be a distraction and deter something away. And I say that the basis of this, and I could be totally wrong by my statement, if you're going to start a business, no matter what it is, especially something in the cannabis business, which you're going to start it off probably low tier. If you make $20,000 in your first year, that's $20,000 more than what you made doing something else. Not saying that you couldn't have had a job or nothing. You got to look at the increase of your money and not saying that you want to do better revenue. You got to make sure that you keep good product going and keep your union in what you get, because you can make 40 the next year, 80 the following year. It can grow. You just can't. Once you get to the point that you make a name for yourself doing this, especially in this cannabis market, you have to stick together. You have to stay a foundation. It shouldn't be, oh, I need to pull my shit out now because I got to do this and I got to do that. No, we started something together. And I think that that's the way to muscle it in. And one last thing. I didn't watch the Al Harrington thing, but Brother Nonchalant was telling me that he mentioned something. The cannabis laws was implemented because people of color. And then they made some false ass shit up to lock people up. They said that you was allowed to have cannabis if you had a card. They never printed any of the cards up. So anybody who ever tried to apply for it, that puts you on under the radar for them to watch you now because you wanted this card. And then if they came and they got you on a possession thing, they never would get you. One of the people they don't talk about is in Trenton. And I don't know if it's, I hope it's now with everything, because they didn't list him as a dispensary or someplace that you can go. But Weed Man, no, I'm going to put that in a link. Anybody that's in the Ayers range, look up Weed Man in New Jersey. He's been an advocate for years for this stuff, bro. He got his own little setup in Trenton. His shit right across the street from the police department. So there are places for us to go and do our business. It's just a matter, do you want to go to these favorable, marketable places that they have? I'm not promoting nobody's dispensary. You know what I'm saying? If it's not black owned or drawn from color, I'm not promoting it. You know what I'm saying?
I think before we do all of that, I think the starting point is you have to make yourself knowledgeable of what you're doing or the situation you're trying to put yourself in. So if that's one, if cannabis is one of them, and you want to, just like anything else, you have to learn learn about it, learn about the industry you're in, learn about the laws, learn about how it takes to run it, how much it takes to start it up. Just make yourself very knowledgeable. I think sometimes what we do is we see it and we know it's profitable, but we don't know how to make it profitable for ourselves. So we might have the finances, we might not. And so we jump into something, not being knowledgeable of it, and then you get onslaught of just not knowing, or the onslaught of the pushback from people that don't look like you. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then they're gonna play you. They're gonna play you. You know what I'm saying? Off of the fact that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So the more you make yourself knowledgeable of whatever industry it is, the better off you'll be once you get into it. Once you decide to get into it.
Bless.
Thank you, brother. Magna Carter, you got any input on it?
Well, not really. I already I agree with everything y'all was saying. It was something I was interested in. I don't know if I could really talk about it though. That's the thing. Cause you know what my wife do for her profession, and
Yeah,
she can't profit off it at all because of what she do. So I wanted to like look into it more and like get into it, but you know, since the way we file like as a couple, like I can't even really get into it or learn nothing else about it, you know. Besides, as far as the profit part go, But as far as partaking, I mean, I could talk about that, but I can't really talk about the business part of it. What I did want to say though is that I also feel like we never going to get a chance to like be prioritized when it comes to anything. So I know I said this a while before, like it don't surprise me no more. Society already numbed me to this. Like, of course we know, like we go to jail more for this, and we, for weed. And now that it's legal, they should do right by us. Like, come on. But are they? Probably not. And you know what? It's just I don't know if I feel bad because I'm numb to it, because I'm like, I already know they ain't gonna do right, So yeah, we should have been the first ones. Like, yeah, those lines should have been long, but those lines should have been long because they allowed us to open up our spots first. Not, but they never gonna do that. I ain't gonna never say never, but they have yet to prove me wrong about not doing right by us. So that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah. And I definitely was caught up in the moment, because I got a few relatives that got medicinal cards and everything. So I got caught up in the moment. But when I got to the line, I got a little light-skinned girl come up to me asking for ID. And then the very next person, like right next to her, gonna ask for my ID again. I said, I just gave the ID to this one. And they happen to be African, right? Now I'm in Maplewood, which is kind of like, suburbs.
Yeah.
And then the African dude gonna say, well, they're gonna ask you again inside. But I know the people who own that dispensary, they're gonna hire the people that march to the tune of their drum. So when I see all these high yellow, hippie type people inside, it's like, so you got the hippies, you got the light skins, and you got the Africans who basically want to be light skinned. And that was my reality check. Then you got the police in South Maplewood. I said, man, I'm not coming back here anymore. I'll go without, because y'all are happy to take our dollar, but any other time, you don't want us eating in a restaurant in Maplewood unless it's all Black owned. So, every now and then I got to check myself, and like, what is the big picture? I listened to Brother Umar this morning, and he's like, man, you don't know what they're giving you.
That's true.
I would just say this.
That's true.
Yeah. I was gonna say the thing that my family, and I think that I'm blessed, like the people that I do my things with, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've known them, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know, excuse me. And the thing that made me start fearing it when they said recreation is, if they're gonna make it, that's the only way that you're gonna be able to get it now, like, you know what I'm saying? Meaning that you still gotta go to them to get it. And that ties into what everything is, what you were saying about Brother Umar. So, yeah. Y'all want to touch on these?
Shout out to Philly, Brother Umar Johnson.
Brother Umar Johnson.
Absolutely.
Playoffs. What y'all think?
About who? About who?
Yo, man, I'm done.
Y'all want to tell? I mean, Philly in the building, but y'all want to
do my superlative most overrated coach.
Hold on, I want to
Yeah,
let me go first on this one. Let me go first. I'll let the bitter Sixers fan go last.
Most overrated coach.
I know. I think Jamal was right about you, brother JC, and you have no even kill, man.
I don't.
Because when y'all was up 3-0.
I ain't say nothing. I wasn't talking.
But now y'all lost 2 in a row. Now it's time to get rid of them.
What's that? I mean, it of course, when you're a coach, right? The head coach, or if in football, if you're the quarterback or head coach, you're going to take the blame regardless of whose fault it is. That's it. And the same thing with being we talk about basketball. Doc Rivers does have a history. To be perfectly honest with you, you know what I mean. He has a history of folding. You know what I mean? Isn't he? What's the stat? I'm trying to get
he blown the most 3-1 leads in the NBA, I think, as a head coach. I'm not exact on that number, but I saw something where they said when his team is up 3-1, he's blown those leads and lost the series more than any other coach.
I mean,
that's kind of bad.
You can't really like say that. Oh, well, you can't blame him. Nah, you have a history of doing the same thing. So he just did it last year. I mean, they was up not 3-0, but they was up 3-1. They was up 3-1, I think.
We were up 3.
I think it was 3-1. I might be wrong, but I'm just saying. But
we was up 3-2. I think we was up 3-2 going back to Philly.
No, I think y'all might have been up 3-1, but somebody gonna have to stat check me on that. But
I think they was up 3-1.
I think y'all was up 3-1.
We was up 3-1 going back to Philly. We lose that 3-2. Go to Atlanta, lose that 3-3. Lose the last one in Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all was up 3-1. Damn, that's that. And he did the same thing with the Clippers.
He did the same thing with the Didn't he do the same thing with the Celtics?
I'm sure he did.
Oh yeah.
He won the first. He won the first time. He won the first time.
What I can say,
and then what I will say about that is because two things can be right at the same time, and this was the argument. As far as their owner or whatever the dude's name, and it came from Houston. I don't know his name right now, but
Daryl Morey.
Yeah. I think you said it, brother JC. It's like this. Were they a better team, even though they didn't have Ben Simmons? You know what I'm saying? Because you traded away a lot of things. Number one, and number two. So now you got this team to whereas I wasn't like. James Harden is cool, but even last year before the whole whatever, and people was like, we need to trade for Ben. You know, I said, I don't really like that trade. You know what I mean? So I was like, and then like when he was with Houston, he did what he did. He went to the Nets. He did what he did even worse. And then now, yeah, you got a body that's playing. Ben's not playing. So if somebody's playing and somebody's not, you're going to go with the dude that's playing. Even if he wasn't at the caliber of when he was at his highest, you're going to rock with that. You can't, well, when Ben Simmons come back, okay, well, go ahead, wait on that. We did. Not we, but the Sixers. So I'm just saying you can throw the blame around. Number one, the series is not over. You know what I mean? It's not technically over. But
yo,
all they got to do is
Doc Rivers got so much pressure on him, he just can't imagine.
I know. So what I'm saying is it could be both because I heard both arguments. Well, it's not Doc's fault. They got a shitty team. Morey didn't surround them. He didn't surround the MVP with players. I said I hear that argument, and it's not. You know, it's not true. And Doc has a history. That's true as well. So I'm like,
if you're 3-0, you can't lose the series, man.
I agree. I agree.
That takes a team to beat you 4 straight.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Now we gotta find a name for that. If they lose, that's not a gentleman's sweep. I don't know what that is. If you lose 4 in a row after you won 3 straight, what we gonna call that?
You've made history because it's never been done before. That will be
history. It's never been done, but we're gonna have to find a name for that.
I felt like this. if that trade didn't happen, both teams would be in better position right now. Fuck Ben playing. Drummond with JoJo's injury. Fucking Drummond would have helped. Steph shooting would have helped. Granted, we still probably had some defensive holes, but we could have made up certain things. Harden being in fucking Brooklyn, man, kept them from being swept. They built their offense around certain things. And then once KD got shut down because they wanted to primarily play through KD, Boston already has the number one defense in the league. They just made the proper adjustments. And they was willing to let other motherfuckers, if somebody else was going to kill them and get them a dub, then that's what they was willing to do. But they was like, KD, he wasn't going to be that one to do it.
But I don't know who would have been our facilitator, though. Now, watching Maxey last night, he played horrible.
He did. He played horrible. He played horrible the last 2 games.
So, like, I don't know if he would have been able to handle that lead point guard.
My Philly brothers, y'all are talking like the series is over.
No,
it's not over.
No. I'm just saying.
Who runs the team?
No, what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
I'm saying is, I'm just talking about what happened. I started it. Well, I ain't started off, but somewhere in there, I said the series is not over, right? I did say that.
You did. Yeah, you did.
I was just saying, Maxey, like we was talking how Maxey was balling, right, Magna Carter?
Yeah, it's just the mood of the conversation. I hear what you're saying, but the mood of the conversation is almost like it's over and Doc need to go.
Well,
I only can talk. I only can say what it is. I can't say what it is.
I'm putting it out there. We'll know by next week.
You're only as good as your last game. And what I'm seeing, since JoJo been diagnosed with this torn thumb, he's not dominant. He didn't get in the low block. He wasn't in the low post at all last night. At all.
The last 2 games.
We already know what Harden is. He don't got any lift, no nothing. So we won in spite of Harden the first 2-3 games.
Right.
And that was because of Maxey. Maxey had 38.
Tobias was balling too.
If he ain't scoring,
Tobias was balling too.
Yeah.
But Tobias only had 14 last night.
Yeah, no, I said I'm talking about the first 3 games.
Yeah.
He's talking about the first 3.
Yeah. So now, if Tobias can't give us at least 25,
that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Danny Green is not gonna make as many shots as he did last night. He's not that guy.
Can I interject now?
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry,
by next Tuesday this time, we'll already know because the series should be over.
We gonna know.
We lost, motherfucker. The reason why I'm telling you, I'm one of the realest motherfuckers. When I say realest motherfuckers, hard times, good times, bad times. I let anybody know how I feel about Philadelphia squads. The shit over. It's starting to feel like the whole shit got sucked out of them. Pause. These motherfuckers, like I said, I didn't even get to watch the joint. I got to see the highlights and stuff. James Harden, they've been saying this for a minute. He look old, man.
Washed, yo. He washed.
Yeah.
If Doc, what does Doc have to work with? If we get on him or not, I'm not trying to save him. I'm saying, what does he got that's going to outcoach what now they doing? They just doing a 5 out on motherfuckers. They spread the court. Like you said, JoJo can't be in the paint because they spreading the court out. Who we gonna play? If you got motherfuckers, if one somebody at the top, you got 2 people at the wing, both wings, and then 2 people at the corner. How you gonna go? Who gonna be in the paint? What you in the paint for?
But the thing is, what you can't look over either. How many times they turn the ball over?
I mean,
they turn the ball over a lot, and they missed a lot of wide open shots. That's the game right there.
Man,
it's not like they did. It's not like they didn't have open shots. Yo,
so we might be better off without Thibault.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
He can't throw a rock in the ocean, yo.
I know. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Next week, if the Sixers pull this off, I'd gladly be like, I was wrong. Right now, after I didn't even watch the game. I didn't even watch the game yesterday. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. I looked at fucking highlights and I was like, what the fuck is this? Bro, getting out hustled, man. Like, the shit's not supposed to just be given to you, man. Like, I don't know.
We can't have Embiid guarding Thaddeus Young, and you can't have him guarding Siakam. They're too athletic for him. So you might as well be playing his own because he can't guard them two. They too fast.
Yeah, I agree with you, brother Joe. What I'm gonna say too is
he's using too much energy guarding them dudes.
Yeah, he needs to be guarding somebody that is not gonna exert his energy on the defensive end, so he can give his all on the offensive side.
Yes.
I agree with brother Joe on that.
They playing small ball.
Watch when they get a lot. Watch when Toronto gets a lineup. Again, I'm saying I'm gonna keep emphasizing this. I did not watch the game, but I did watch the highlights. When JoJo got the ball in the wing or in somewhere around in the post, not in necessarily in the paint, but around the post, he had 3 motherfuckers coming towards him. That means that there's 2 other people open. But what has to be happening, you gotta use rationale. Did he not trust the motherfuckers that was on the court with him?
That's part of it too.
He throwing horrible passes out of the double and triple team.
Yeah.
He do, but I think that, like brother Exact said, if it was a Seth Curry out there he was throwing it to, it'd have made it a lot better for him. It'd have made it a lot better for him, brother Exact.
That damn JJ Redick dribble handoff, where's that?
Long gone. So this is what I'm gonna say about Doc Rivers. I haven't watched as many Sixers games as y'all did, but I did watch quite a few. The pros and cons. The pros is he does make adjustments. The cons is that he makes those adjustments in the beginning of the game and doesn't change it during the time frame of the game. Like he'll come out and show you something different from the game before, but then stick to it the whole game. Like, when are you going to switch it?
Right.
So in game, he don't have in game.
Right. In game, he don't do. But in the beginning, I'm like, oh, okay. But then he just stick with it. That's the difference between him and that dude. I'm so mad, my Bulls be going down. That dude from Milwaukee, he makes in-game adjustments really good. Even my dude, Billy Donovan, does too.
About the guy from San Antonio with the last name with a B or something?
Yeah, that dude from the Milwaukee head coach. He makes in-game adjustments, and it's killing us right now. But Billy Donovan do too. But our team is just outgunned right now. But I see him make his adjustments too. But I don't see Doc make adjustments during the game. It's always in the beginning. He don't do the same thing. He'll switch it, and then he just stick with that for the whole game. I could be wrong. Y'all can tell me, but that's what I be looking at.
I mean, he need to sit down and let Sam Cassell coach. Our backup point guard. Our backup point guard, like I've been said, Shake Milton don't have no type of handle, yo.
Well, I think one of Tyrese Maxey's, that's the one thing he's going to have to work on as well. He's a great finisher. He's fast, but he's going to have to work on his handle. I mean, you can do that. These are things you can do.
I think Maxey disguised that he does not have a handle because he's so fast.
He's fast, exactly. Yeah. But when that breaks down, you can see it.
Right. You can see it when it breaks down.
We saw it.
Yeah, he gotta understand what pace is.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
That
like
too.
All his turnovers because he's going too fast. Like, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hey, he's 21, second year in the pros. I mean, hey, he got a big responsibility being the backup point guard and the starting 2 guard.
Can't throw Maxey out with the bathwater. We going hold on to him for a little bit.
I rock with Maxey,
bro.
I rock with Maxey.
That's my dog. I blame Morey for not getting a real backup point guard. What they did was Shake had a back injury all year. So they looked at it like, we're going to get Shake back. But Shake ain't a point guard. He plays better off the ball.
Yeah.
He's more of a spot-up shooter, ISO dude. He ain't the guy that controls the offense. They need a backup point guard. That's all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They need the dude that's in Indiana. What's his name? Yes.
Nah.
What's his name?
I'm talking about too, yo. The one
I know who he talk about, but I can't think of his name right now. He loved to hate him.
Yeah, I hate him.
He hate him, but he love him. He hate him, but he love him. Damn, what is his name?
What? McConnell. Something McConnell.
Yeah.
That's what they need to run the second unit, yo. Get people in
he
place.
He no pace.
Defense.
Like his style of play would fit the postseason because that's when the game slow down.
Yes.
That's his thing. I get
just saying, man, like at some point in time, like KRS One said a long time ago, here's where the problem starts, no heart. Sometimes you gotta at least show some heart. When you playing and you they busting your ass, at some point in time, you gotta have a little bit of damn, they busting their ass. It's time to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? They look like they gave up in the beginning. They gave up in the beginning. Like they look like they look like. What's up?
Your boy James Harden said, "I've been carrying teams my whole career. I wanted to come to a team that could carry me." Man, you making almost $50 million a year. Ain't nobody carrying you.
Word.
The only time he carried the team is with Houston. He was the third best when he was with OKC. You had Durant, Westbrook, and then him. And then he got like an offensive game. I ain't mad at it. And he got paid with Houston. You know what I'm saying? But when he was with OKC, who was the best on that team? To me, it was Durant, and then it was Westbrook, and then it was what?
And they had Serge Ibaka, didn't they?
And they had Serge Ibaka, yeah.
They had a good team in OKC. They had they was one game away from being Golden State that one year.
Yeah.
They was up 3-1 on Golden State and they lost. And then that's when KD dipped the year after that. So yeah, they had a pretty good team. They had a pretty good team. I don't believe Harden's been carrying. Yeah, only in Houston. That's it. Other than that, everywhere else he went, from to the Nets to now, he not the guy. He's not the guy. But he getting paid like the guy. So
yes, he is.
He need to play like the guy.
If he don't get the foul, he not giving you 25, yo.
Yeah.
He gonna make a couple of them step back jumpers. He might give you 2 of them a game. That's it. He ain't doing no heat check, yo. He ain't heat checking, yo.
Maybe I take the under on Harden's points for next game. Game 6, I take the under. Now I'm starting to think money.
We just scored 88 points in 4 quarters.
Now I'm starting to think money. Now I should take the under on Harden points. Get this ticket popping.
I hear you. I don't got no more words, man.
88 points at home. Let's not forget they was at home.
At home. They lucky the Sixers fans ain't throw trash at them, man. I was
like the Yankees.
Yeah, I was more impressed that the Sixers fans handled themselves quite well under the circumstances of what was going on.
Down. That's why.
Unfortunately.
Wake me up when we get out. What I tell you, Carter? Wake me up when we get to the 3rd round.
Yep.
Well, shit.
Yep.
I said that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about them until we get out of the 2nd round. And that goes for Embiid.
Well, like brother Exact said, y'all find out next week. And if that's the case, Miami don't get no easier.
It definitely don't get no easier.
Let's worry about that when we cross that bridge when we get there. I can't see nothing. I can't see anything moving forward, yo.
I feel you on that.
In the NBA, Ben Simmons did what we thought he would do.
Yep.
Bitch made, yo. Yo, when I saw that Joker had New York Knicks colors on,
right,
in Brooklyn. Why don't you want to dress in all black if you're not playing? Why you want to stand out? You ain't playing. I said, yo, this dude is a diva.
That's the last thing. That's the last thing I'm gonna say about Ben Simmons. And I know I said it before, but I'm gonna say it for the last time. I don't think Ben Simmons likes playing basketball.
I agree with that.
I think Ben Simmons was pushed towards basketball, and I will never know for a fact. But to me, I feel like he was pushed towards basketball because he was tall. Like a lot of people that I know a lot of 6+ people that cannot play basketball, but was pushed to basketball just because they were tall. And I feel like maybe that's something that was pushed on him. He didn't have the love for it. He was.
I agree.
He got put into it, and he was like, okay, well, I guess this is what I'm doing, but never loved it. You can tell he don't love it. There's a lot of players that don't, and I'm gonna be honest with you now. I can't even. I don't see. Now I don't see the love of the game like I used to. I don't see it.
I don't either.
I really don't see it.
I don't either.
I don't see not one person that plays in the NBA right now that loves the game of basketball.
It's no passion. No passion.
Wow. That's damn. That's
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I think
and unfortunately,
only because I'm gonna put myself out there. And it's because I don't know him personally, but I know the people that he surrounds himself with. Jaylen Brown love the game.
But you can see that when they play.
He love the game, man. He love the game. I can't say about Jay Tate. I can't say nothing about Tatum because I don't know Jay like that. I know his people and his family that he keeps around him. But I don't know Jay personally at all. So I'm not gonna put myself out there like that. But I know people that he connected with, he love the game, bro.
I'm agree with you, Magna Carter. Like the
lack just don't see like them.
The lack of passion. The lack of passion, man. It's disturbing to me. To what I was used to growing up and all that. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what it probably is because the money now.
The money, that's
everything. The money changes everything.
Yeah.
Like they wasn't playing. You knew they loved basketball because they wasn't making that money.
Right.
And now I just don't see anybody out there that's like, yo, I don't care. Like, it's a game 7. I got a broken finger. Take that joint up. I'm going out there. Like,
right.
I don't see anybody making those sacrifices that's gonna be like that. Like, I think Kobe was the last one.
Kobe, I believe so too. I believe so too.
I got something to put in the mix though. With the overall of the game, if there are players out there, are there coaches that will allow them to be those type of players?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
JoJo and B. All right, you playing through this. You got the opportunity not to play. Every time you get touched, you gotta let everybody know your finger messed up. Like, look,
exactly.
I play with the injury or had a surgery, get the fuck out the way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Not gonna make excuses. My finger hurt every time I hit the ground, this, that, and the other. You're gonna play through that and give it your all. I don't have a game 7 to wait and see if you're gonna put the city on your back. Everybody want to talk the right stuff, but they don't show and prove. It's always talk.
Right. Like I agree with that 100%.
Era, period. I think like that's what everything that just the era we live in now, man. It's different. It's different.
I respect the fact that he going out there and playing, but like you said, like, okay, we know what you're going through. Like that sit down then. Just sit down. If you're gonna make that your excuse, just sit down. That's all you gotta do.
Absolutely.
Like, that's it. That's all you gotta do. I don't see nobody out there that's like, yo, I'm playing basketball because I love to play basketball. Compared to a lot of people out there that's saying, I'm playing basketball because I can benefit from basketball.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think the same thing with hip hop. Everybody everybody takes from hip hop. Nobody gives back to it. Same thing with sports and all that. You know what I'm saying? They look to see how they can benefit from it. Hip hop, everybody, it's everybody making money. I never planned on being a rapper, but I'm gonna do it now because it I can benefit from it. So Same thing. Same thing.
And that's what I see from Ben
on the
Simmons.
Sixers. I don't see anyone on the Sixers besides maybe Maxey, and I could blame it on his youth, that's willing to die in that court like AI. Like when AI on that court, he giving like
that was a different breed, bro. That was a different breed, man.
Yeah, so we can't want to be Mount Rushmore, and I put Embiid on my top 15. Oh, but you can't make excuses, and you can't keep throwing people under the bus. Last year, okay, you thought Ben was gonna do this. Now this year, you need more from Harden. Yo, you gotta shut up now. See, I ain't put the mic in your face, and you telling the truth too much. You're gonna end up by yourself, or you're gonna end up somewhere else.
We all know how it is.
But the thing about it is, if he sit down, they have no shot.
And we know how hurt.
Then he gotta play better.
Yeah, we know how hurt Iverson used to be.
I think
how hurt Iverson used to be. He ain't never.
Right.
Dog, man, that's it. I'm done. I ain't saying nothing else.
Yeah,
dog.
Yo,
that's a lion right there.
A giant size. What's that big dog, man? Not the Greyhound. What's that big?
Great Dane.
Maybe a Saint Bernard, but I think something else. Not the Saint Bernard. The big
Great Dane.
A King Corso.
Great Dane, yo. Get out of here, yo.
Word, yo.
Nobody. Let's go, man.
That's heart right there, yo.
Too much time arguing. Too much time on the floor. You know he fall anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gonna stay falling.
Oh yeah.
But all I'm saying is, I ain't comparing nobody hearts to Iverson's. Nobody's.
Well,
that's it.
They can't represent the city, yo.
That's it, man. Iverson had a heart bigger than all the outside, yo.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. True story.
So that's it, man. That's it. So
I mean,
I ain't got nothing else to say about that.
What else we got? Any other playoffs?
NFL draft, or do you want to talk about the rest of the NBA?
Boston taking the thing out. Did we touch about any other series? I mean, we just wanted to talk about
what Chris Paul going to do.
Nothing.
They're going to get out the first round. I feel that.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to get out the first round.
Without Booker?
Yeah, without Booker, they'll get out the first round.
All right, well how that series looking? Because that's a very intriguing series.
Yo.
They playing
you want me to tell you?
Right?
Nah, that's the intriguing series. Minnesota and Memphis. Yeah, they playing the Pelicans. They should be able to beat them without Booker. But that Minnesota and Memphis, that series, that's a good one. If y'all ain't tuned into that one, watch it, bro. I'm telling you, it was one game. Go ahead.
Nah. Go ahead.
It was one game, yo. I think it was game 3. It was game 3. Minnesota was up by like 25. Memphis came back and beat them on their home court. Then the last game, Minnesota came out heavy again. Memphis tried to come back and they couldn't pull it out. They tied 2-2 now, but they so evenly matched, I would have never thought. But they both young teams with like a few vets. Like Minnesota got dude that Pat Bev, and Memphis only got like Steven Adams. Other than that, they got a bunch of young dudes out there that's just trying to win.
Yo, let's talk about that light-skinned team, man, that everybody thought was done. You know what I mean?
Golden State?
Yeah. Let's talk about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They looking like they was looking a couple years ago. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
Yeah, they are.
They looking strong now.
Golden State look good. And they got Steph coming off the bench too, which is more impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been coming off the bench. Steph been coming off the bench the last 4 games. He came off the bench. He hasn't been starting.
See, my thing is this. Like, I don't know. Like, you got sometimes I don't know if you don't trust your lineup or what have you, but who would have thought Steph was coming off the bench? Yeah. Only because old boy is playing very well. So what I'm saying, and Steph has been injured, right?
Right. That's why.
So what I'm saying is that takes the coach and the player to be like, look, this is our best chance to get W's.
Yep,
and I'm saying the same thing with the Sixers. What are you going to switch up? As far as you keep doing the same thing, ain't that the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting different results. Like do something different. Do something else that's different. Like we talked about Embiid. All right, I know they're never going to do it, but have Embiid come off the bench because you don't know you don't know what the lineup looks like. Actually, yes, you do when he's sitting down.
I'm about to say you want fucking Jordan.
You
want Jordan starting?
My bad. You do know what that shit looks like.
Hey yo, hey, Nonchalant, I'm with you on that. Let Paul Reed use up his fouls early, yo.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know, man.
You never know. Like but Steph Curry is like Jordan. Let Jordan come off the bench. That's like Steph Curry coming off the bench. I may not let Embiid come off the bench, but I think we should let Paul Reed start alongside Embiid.
Yeah, there you go.
And let Tobias play the 3.
Yeah,
because I'm saying we can't match their athleticism
at all. Yeah. But the thing is, all right, we can't match them at their athleticism. Then play a different frame of ball. Just play basic fundamental ball. That's all. You don't have to jump out the gym on everybody and still be productive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, I seen the dude from Minnesota, Milwaukee. Giannis start the game. He sit Giannis down after he played 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Bench him and then bring him back in to finish the quarter. I was like, I never seen that before. 4 minutes into the first quarter.
That's innovative, man. That's innovative.
Yeah, that's how you coach.
You got to be innovative when you coach, man.
Well, Doc is antiquated. And he arrogant.
That's true.
Think about it. He played for Indiana University. I don't know if he played for Bobby Knight. He played for the Celtics. So that could, and then he won a championship with the Celtics. So that could make you a little arrogant.
He played for the Hawks too, though.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, where did your arrogance come from? Not from Atlanta, because Atlanta didn't win anything. But if you go and play at Indiana with Bobby Knight, and then you play a couple of years with the Celtics, and all that stigma, and then you get a championship with the Celtics, you might think you'd have cast me out. Just might think that, yo. I got a son that's in the league that played for Duke. Think about it. He ain't come from that grind.
That's true.
We might need to do some research and see if he got an ugly one on his hip too.
I'm sure he does. Absolutely.
Well, she is of the other complexion, but I don't know what she looked like. I don't know what she looked like, but she is of the other complexion. That I know for sure.
I'm well aware that was subliminal. But
hey, bro.
Direct.
How old is that brother? How old is Glenn Rivers? I'm not even calling him DOC anymore. You think he's about 65?
He at least 60, I would say.
All right, to each is
55. I'm 51. He way older than I am.
Yo, if I'm rich, never mind. I ain't spraying shit, yo. I ain't spraying shit. I'm rich.
He's 60.
I'm rocking my bald young rich.
Facts.
That joker's still trying to compete with the young boys, man.
Is he?
Walk like 70.
He do walk like he's 70.
I'm just sour on him, man. Just get out the way, yo. Just get out the way. Let Cassell coach the team, yo.
Nah, you know who's next up? The dude that be next to
Who, the one that had the cancer?
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
He
I don't
came
think
from Utah, I think.
Yeah, Cassell that's not one of Maury's guys, so.
Oh, you talking about Dan Tony?
I think
Hell
so.
no.
No,
They
not
better
Dan
not
Tony.
bring his ass out here. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Listen, all I know is Harton is gone.
All right, well, since y'all stuck a fork in Doc, then who y'all want to bring in then? Since y'all already stuck a fork in him.
I'd rather go with
already.
I want to go with Dawn Staley. You already know I told you that 3 weeks ago.
I like
Brother Exact.
Mark Jackson.
I like that.
Brother Exact.
I like that. I mix
You
it
like?
up. I got respect for Dawn Staley. I was about to say Deuce Staley.
Whoa.
Oh, are they related though?
No relation.
No,
Even though
they not.
I don't think
I
so.
know she can take a couple of handoffs though.
No, I'm just thinking like I think they favor each other. That's why I thought they was related.
No,
They
they're
might
not.
be, but I didn't hear anything. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I researched that, man.
Let's go.
Hey, man,
Oh,
it's
okay.
8 o'clock, man. It's
Let's
about
get
to
that.
be bedtime, brothers.
Okay.
Let's get to this. What's the last thing we doing, yo?
That list.
Let's get it. 6 to 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you
Hey,
talking
yo,
about
man.
this could be an hour list for five topics.
6 to 10, right?
6
Yep.
to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't want no agreements neither, yo.
So
what the hell you thinking about? Who the hell is that? Because I only got really one person up there.
I mean, you got to say what the topic is before we go in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 is your favorite trap rapper, right?
Man, I don't even know trap rap. I don't
know.
know. I had to go to my younger cousin and say, yo, who's a trap rapper?
T.I. I say T.I.
My favorite is definitely Young Jeezy.
Okay.
I went with Young Jeezy too.
I
Originally I had Rick Ross because he had that song talking about trap. So I said, oh, he must be a trap rapper.
Nah, trap is the sound too. It's the sound with the with the hustle.
Right.
All right. So I got Young Jeezy.
I
got Jeezy too.
I got T.I.
Favorite rapper under 30.
I got Joey Badass. Joey Badass. Favorite rapper under 30.
Yo, I didn't know the rappers under 30. I ain't know.
I say between.
I didn't either. I had to look it up.
I ain't gonna say the same thing that my brothers say. I'm gonna say JID.
Yo, the first thing I did went and see the age of Conway the Machine. He said he's 40. I'm like, well, damn, I don't know nobody. I'm gonna go with my nephew, Malik Corleone, from out of Fayetteville, North Carolina.
All right.
I'm not familiar, but put the link in there so we can check him out, though.
Yeah, he did. I think he signed to Gilly. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in our group chat.
Bet.
Well, I want to just be honest with y'all. I don't really got a favorite rapper under 30.
No, I didn't either. I had to look it up.
I was lost, yo.
Like I listen to him, but I don't listen to him enough. But it's this dude named Corday. I think that's his name. I don't listen to him enough to say that's my favorite, but I like what I hear from him.
I like Joey
Badass. And then there's this dude named LaRussell. I like him. He's pretty decent, but I just don't listen to him enough to say that's my favorite.
Right. No, I've heard Joey Badass over the years. He's nice.
I heard him too over the years, but I don't listen to him enough. That's all I'm saying. I don't think I listen to anybody under the age of 30 enough to say they my favorite.
Right.
But I listen to a few and I'm like, okay, I kind of like this.
Right.
I kind of like this. The dude Russell, though, he probably the one that I like the most. If y'all listen to him, y'all might, Brother Nonchalant, I think you might like him a lot.
Yo, put it in the chat.
I will.
Please do.
I will. I think you would like him a lot.
All right.
I'll put him in the chat.
He's under 30. You say he's under 30, Magna Carter?
I believe so.
Yeah, but do it either or. I mean, even if he's not, you know, I want to hear him.
I still think you would like him a lot, though.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. What's our next topic?
It's the favorite storytelling lyrics. I'm gonna go first. It was a hard. I got three. I couldn't narrow it down to one. I got three. The man that has a song called "The Art of Storytelling." Slick Rick.
Slick Rick, yeah.
Second that motion.
And,
second that. Third that.
The man that has a joint called Children's Story.
Children's Story too. There you go.
Hold on. He finishing up his joint. Hold on. He got he got three.
Biggie was a very good storyteller as well. He had a story to tell.
He had a story to tell, right?
And
was that story fictitious?
Nah, we'll talk about it in a minute though. Let him finish up.
Was it fatal or fictitious? I think Nas is a pretty good storyteller too.
The Ghetto Reporter.
For each category?
Nah, that was just me. Because I like all of those three. I like Slick Rick, Biggie, and I think they're exceptional storytellers and Nas.
I can agree with that. Like I like Nas's story "One Love." That was pretty dope. That's one that I like from him. I Gave You Power. I like that one.
Woo.
You know, I don't hate Nas like y'all think I do. You know, yeah. I mean, yeah. I just don't like him as much as y'all do. That's all. I don't hate him though. He's definitely dope.
Respect.
But my favorite, I ain't gonna say it's my favorite, but since we on the Nas subject, I think my favorite one that I probably listened to the most was Rewind. I love that song. It's so creative, and the story, Rewind is pretty dope to me.
The most innovative rapper of all time, Nasir Jones, yo.
Yeah, I agree.
He always reinvents himself, yo. You can't take nothing away from that dude when it comes to innovation.
Anybody else with the favorite storyteller?
I can add to my name.
I think
I piggybacked off y'all's, but my favorite is Biggie's story to tell. Yeah. That's my favorite for me. But I was just piggybacking off of y'all's with Nas because Nas, he got a lot of stories, and I like the way he put them stories together. But Rewind was one of my favorites from him. But my favorite is Biggie's story to tell.
Well, you know I gotta go with the homie from Cool G Rap.
I knew it. I knew that one.
One of the best. If I can add on, I'm gonna go Cool G Rap, Slick Rick, and Nas. Those are storytellers. Okay. You know?
Mine is similar lined up to everything that was named. I have nothing new to add on. Those are my favorites that I got.
Can I give an honorable mention? The one that I felt the most as I became an adult. The one that I felt the most because I actually felt those same feelings while listening to the song was Ice Cube. Today Was a Good Day. Yeah, I felt those words.
Okay. Yeah.
When that story
J. Cole's an honorable mention in my book.
Yeah, I'm just talking about that one particular song. Like just listening to it and listening to the lyrics. Like I actually did a day like that. Like just waking up in the morning, like damn, thank you God.
You must not be a Sixer fan then.
I mean,
the day wasn't a good day.
I'm just saying, when I'm listening to the lyrics and I'm like, yo, okay, so, you know, I wake up, I thank God I'm out here, you know, I get in the car, the police ain't bothering me today, because I feel like I'm always getting pulled over. Anything you ask my wife, I feel like they always on me, but not this day. I get to the court, we playing basketball. My jumper was on, you know, shit like that. Like I felt those words as I became older. I was like, damn, he really had one of them. I had one of them days before. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Word
I
up.
had one of them days. It ain't my favorite story, but it's a story that I relate to the most when I listen to it.
Actually, Ice Cube, if you go through his catalog, he has a lot of vivid stories as well. If you go through his catalog.
Let me hold on before we move forward. It was brought up about I got a story to tell, a real story. I mean, we probably all privy to it, but I heard it was a story about Anthony Mason and one of Biggie's peoples. You know what I mean? Somebody that he knew, he was familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that story was real. I heard that story that he told when I got a story to tell was a real story. I'm like, no way. Ain't no way that story real, bro. Yeah. It sounds like it's straight out of a movie, but I love that story.
He said, because they asked him, they was like, well, who was it? He was like, I don't know, one of them 6'8" Nick ass niggas. I mean, God rest him. I mean, let he rest in power. You know what I mean? He's no longer with us.
Oh, so the story was supposed to be about Anthony Mason?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I ain't know that. For sure, I ain't know that.
He said, I don't know, I guess the game got rained out or something. Like that, like he was joking about like how a basketball game get rained out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? But he filled himself like he was the one in the story. It wasn't Biggie that was involved. It was one of his boys.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Brother JC got that call?
I don't know.
But we got right. One or two more left.
Yeah. The most underrated.
Man.
I got two for that.
Okay.
Black Thought. Definitely underrated.
That's one of mine.
And my other one is Pharaoh Monch.
I didn't have him, but yes, I agree.
I agree with Black Thought 100%.
Did you ever
that
listen
wasn't
to,
the one that
Did you ever listen to Pharaoh Monch before?
Me, I listened to Pharaoh Monch, but I have not, like I said, it's just like the dudes under 30. I haven't listened to him enough to be able to say, you know, how I feel about him.
Check out because sometimes I gotta re-listen, and he got a Internal Affairs that came out in 1990 something. Check that out when you get a chance.
You want? I'm gonna tell you somebody who I think is underrated, and I'm only gonna say I think they underrated not as far as their popularity goes, but as far as them lyrically. I think people sleep on them a lot. Y'all gonna probably disagree with me, but I'm gonna say 50 Cent, yo. I don't think he get a lot of respect or props for his lyrics.
Only reason why is because that's Lloyd Banks.
Okay. Because 50 Cent, I'm listening, and I listen to his old stuff. I'm like, yo, he really could rap. Like, he really could rap. It wasn't just about his image. Like, he was nice.
Back in the early 50s, that was 50 writing and everything. That was him. But when it got to that G Unit stuff, in order to get everything together, he said it himself. He was like, Lloyd Banks put a majority of that stuff together. Because if you can hear the styles in which he was presenting the rhymes. That's why I said, man, don't knock me when I say this. Sometimes, man, I come off like a hater. I like music, man. But I just feel like it's hard to give some people these props, man. You got to be a writer, man. It's not just your image. It used to be an old joint, and I hate it. I ain't no fucking Sprite drinker or whatever it was, but it was thirst is everything. Image is everything. Thirst means nothing. Thirst is everything. Image means nothing.
Obey your thirst.
Obey your thirst. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it's how you look at that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was plenty of motherfuckers like Redman. We brought him up. Redman's an excellent performer. He writes his own material. You know what I'm saying? So
he one of the greats to me.
And so
lyrically.
I got a long list. I got a long list.
50 actually, the one I wrote down is the most overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
well, hold on, man. You jumped ahead, brother JC. Brother JC,
from the first album to the second.
Hold on, let's finish it. Let me finish up. I got a couple, but I'm gonna make it short. My most like underrated, of course, Black Thought, but I say Mos Def.
Yeah.
He don't. I mean, just as a talent all the way around, not just even in hip hop. I mean, across his skills. Period.
He does a lot. Yeah.
He does a lot. I got a long list, man. I ain't gonna go no further. Come on, we can jump into the next.
I hit y'all with one apiece.
All right.
So I listed my underrated. You know, Game is my underrated.
Okay.
But I'm just talking about lyrically. That's all.
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking early 50 Cent too though, but like brother Exact said, I don't know the ins and outs of that extra part, but I feel like 50 Cent got more noticeable because of his image and the way he presented his music than he did for the lyrics. And I think that Get Rich or Die Trying lyrically was really a good album.
It was.
Besides his image.
It was well put together. The album
it was very well put together.
It was a well put together album, man.
Yeah, it was.
But that's all I'm saying. But if I had to say overrated overall, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Black Thought. I'm with Nonchalant on that.
But now, did we get 50 Cent first album? Was it the tracks or was it the lyrics?
It was all
I'm saying everybody give it to him because of the tracks, and they give it to him because of his image and his persona. But I'm saying lyrically on that album, he actually was nice.
Yeah,
that's what I was like. Yo, it's not the fact that
it meshed, bro.
Everybody fell in love with his
the whole connection.
It was like I said. That's one of my classic albums. Like I listen to that tomorrow. I listened to that yesterday.
But so you ever heard of you get Rookie of the Year, then you say you had the sophomore jinx?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he never recovered from the first album. Like, you don't have to make an album of that caliber, but that's
hard. It's hard to.
Listen, man, Lady Gaga still is one of them. I hate to bring her up, but I'm just trying to make a point. She's one of the biggest stars to this point. Bro, she came out the gate and sold originally it was 13 mil. I'm pretty sure with the numbers today, that original album may have it obviously didn't break Thriller, but that album went up this first time. Bro, she ain't served 13 million again like that.
It's hard.
Changed, but that's what I'm saying. So when anybody say the second album, my thing is the quality and the material on the second album just as good. A lot of people.
I'm not looking at album sales.
No. I'm saying no.
Right. I'm just looking at the body of work. If we're gonna say arguably he has a top 5 album, hands down. But that second album, you could talk about any top 5 rapper, never had a drop like he has.
I could agree with that.
Like nobody, like that first album, you don't have to be that good, but you gotta at least be middle.
It was a drop off. It was a hell of a drop off.
Man, that drop off was
massive.
I don't know if we can necessarily. You're not talking about record sales, but it's hard to not. I know I'm saying you're not, but it's hard for people to say like that it was a drop off without including the record sales. Because I think that's what a lot of people look at first. They're like, "Yo, he sold 10. Now he sold 5."
That's not my point. Wasn't my reason. I shouldn't have threw that out as my first point. My thing is, it's been a lot of great albums that didn't go platinum.
That's true. That is true.
The fact that you have an album that excels, it's a very good album. It's very hard to follow up. You got that's when the business aspect comes of it. 50 was due up for another album, but everything that was making off this first album hadn't finished technically yet. You know what I'm saying? But he was due up on another album. If you got another project to do, you ain't finished paying the people that did the first project. Who gonna dive into another project, which even though you're successful, and put the same material, and you don't have the time factor. That first album, man, It's your marker, man. It's
nothing
like,
never was gonna be better than that. I don't care what he would have did.
Nothing from a lot of times, bro.
It was gonna be a drop off regardless.
That's true.
Drastically. And nothing is never gonna be better than Get Rich or Die Trying that he ever puts out.
That's
ever.
True.
And that speaks volume to him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so what's Nas' second album?
It was written.
It was written. I can't say that was a major drop off. Like, I'm still gonna say
it wasn't a major drop off.
Well, I mean, y'all not gonna say that.
No. To Nas fans, no.
Biggie's second album.
To Nas fans, to Nas real fans, no, it's not a drop off. But
Biggie
to other motherfuckers.
Yeah, Biggie. Some people say
second
Biggie's
album might
second
be
was better than first.
Well, I could say that's what I would say.
Karis one second album.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Followed up that shit with the same energy, yo. If not even better.
I mean,
Criminal Minded.
My philosophy.
Rock
him.
Yeah.
So I can't put 50, like, I'll give you that album, but we can't, like, that's why I say you overrated, yo.
But you also just brought up the good point. It wasn't the same energy. He made more of a commercial album the second time. It wasn't the same energy.
I'm gonna make a controversial statement. Mine is Drake.
Boom.
I'm not saying.
What about Drake?
I think he's overrated.
Overrated, yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I say overrated,
yeah.
when I say overrated, my reason being is lyrically, when he was on his game or when he's on his game, he's sharp than a motherfucker. I'm just tired of that singing shit. And I don't understand how he getting a pass for it.
I know.
That's my thing. And then it's like everybody be just grooving to that shit. I'll be like, yo, come on, man. Like,
it's because it's because Drake is not a rapper. He's an artist. There's a difference. That's why. He's not a rapper.
Also benefited from singing though.
He's a better
Lauryn
rapper.
Hill?
He's a better rapper. Hold on. He's a better rapper
50 Cent
than he is if he wants
Ja
to say.
Rule?
Ja Rule may have been. You're right. I can't argue your point.
You know what I mean? That's why I said 50. He took Ja Rule.
But what I'm saying,
like the first album.
What I'm saying, this is not the same energy. And Ja Rule and 50 Cent are considered. Ja Rule and 50 Cent are considered rappers. That's why they can't do the singing shit. But Drake is not a rapper. He's just an artist.
Nah, you can't. Nah. I can't.
He make music.
Listen.
He make music.
Let me not be contradictory because when he came in, he did do the Baby You My Everything. I think that what it is was when he started doing ballads, if that's what you want to call it, that's what I was considering it.
He's always been a singer rapper. He's always been like that.
That's why
y'all mean to tell me?
I gotta retract what I'm saying.
Yeah, I gotta research this. I gotta ask my youngest.
He's not. I just think that he's a better rapper than he is.
I think so too.
Than the singing part. Like that adds something to it.
That's not really singing to me.
But brother Nonchalant, what I'm trying to ask
right now, and I can be like dun 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 dun. Like, come on, man. Like I'm nasal as fuck. Like, come on, bro. That's not like I just come on, man. There's too many talented motherfuckers out here, man. Like they just be letting it go. Like,
I'm gonna go with what brother JC said. Like he said when he said 50 Cent and when he said Ja Rule, those guys are rappers. So no, they can't get a pass on that.
I don't think
Drake came out the gate singing. He came out the gate.
Know.
He never just started rapping. You don't know what?
Magna Carter got a point. I'm not arguing. I'm just
Drake always was a singer. He always sang and rapped at the same time.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now.
His first hit was him singing on his hook. He was singing on his hook.
No, but he was rhyming too.
He was singing at the same time on the same song.
No, but
so even on his first album, he was singing and rapping.
Right.
His first album.
So he's not a singer rapper. He's a rapper singer.
Whatever you want to put it as.
So
he
what I'm
always
saying
was
is
singing.
he can't get a pass on saying, oh, now he's just an artist. Nah.
We ain't giving him that.
Nah.
I mean, and the ladies love him. Like he can put out any kind of slow joint. He can put out any kind of slow joint out that he want.
That's what I was gonna say about the singing part. I get why he does that. I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
There's no hate. There's no hate.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. It's for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But I'm just saying he gets a pass. That's all I'm saying. So a lot of times.
But why can't he get the pass when he been like that's how he made it though? It wasn't like he came out rap. Then third album he was like I'm about to start singing.
I might stand to be corrected.
He didn't do that.
I didn't hear him do no ballads. I didn't listen. When I say ballads, a hook singing, "Baby, you my everything, you're everything I ever wanted." I understand. I got it. I'm not shitting on that. I'm saying the mixtapes where him and Weezy was doing shit. When he was on it, other motherfuckers, he was to me like I'm not taking away
his
from
first album. He got a few songs where he's just singing. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
I'll put the songs in there.
I'm not disagreeing with that. He's not getting a pass by saying I'm just an artist. No.
Okay. Okay.
Because you got people that really believe that he was the best rapper at one point.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Ain't the booty chick? Ain't she getting slack because she says she just an artist?
Who?
I don't know what her name is.
Who, Megan Stallion?
No. I can't remember what her name is. I don't know what her name is. Doja Cat or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. They say so much stuff nowadays. It's like, you know.
Okay, well, I can see where y'all coming in from now.
That was very saying
like they was considering him the best rapper. I mean, I wouldn't consider that because, like I said, I don't consider Drake a rapper. Me personally, I don't consider him a rapper.
Coming from with it.
I never did from the beginning.
Let's think about someone who did both very well. Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill, yeah.
We noticed her first because of rapping on the Fugees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Queen Latifah, she sings, but we noticed her first from her rapping first.
Right.
She sung on her hook too.
Yeah, both of them sang on their
but
first.
They started by being straight rappers.
Yeah.
But Drake did not, though. That's what I'm saying. Drake did not.
Drake did, and that's why I can't. Yeah.
I don't consider him a rapper because he didn't start by just rapping. He always was singing too.
How you looking at it. How you looking at it.
All right, how about this then? Is he overrated as a singer?
He might be underrated.
Yeah, he might. He might be overrated as a singer. He can hold a note, but I don't want to say that he's a great singer.
When he's next to a real singer,
he might be overrated as a singer. Yes.
When he's next to a real singer singing, you're gonna see the difference.
Yeah, he might be overrated as a singer. I'll give you that. Yes.
I'll put him in the same lane as singing like Ja Rule did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, he might be a little better than Ja Rule.
I look at it like when you start singing, I kind of lose a little respect for you. Like Ghostface is a rapper that has a lot of singing in his song, but he's not doing the singing.
Yeah.
J. Cole.
J.
Cole sings. They say Kendrick, but different. He has his own.
Oh, Kendrick sings too, but I mean, if you want to call it, I'm gonna put it in quotations. Sing. They is a melody. Is a difference.
There you go. That's what I was about to say.
It's a melody.
That's what I was about to say.
Kendrick does do melodies.
Yeah.
He don't sing.
That's how I feel about whatchamacallit. He don't sing. He do melodies.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. What else we got?
Magna Carter's apparel for the night, for the day.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Since we did Small Fowards, this is the reason why I picked this one. So we gonna go with King James, his rookie. When he was with Cleveland.
That's what's up.
All
rookie
right.
jersey.
Respect.
I'm gonna go with King James.
I knew this was gonna be a long.
He was number one on everybody's list anyway. Not our list, but everything that I looked up, he was number one on everybody's list.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
He lived up to the hype.
Yeah, he did.
He lived up to the hype.
Yeah, I went Cleveland Cavaliers, King James. That's the apparel for the week.
That's what's up.
All right.
That's the apparel for the week.
Preview for next week.
Preview
bar talk for next week on deck.
Shooting guard, top 15.
I ain't show y'all none of my sneakers yet either though, but these are my Bo Jacksons. These them Bo Jacksons.
Oh.
What, Seattle Seahawks joints?
Bo knows.
Yo, all right.
Yeah, these the Bo Jacksons.
That's what up.
Yeah.
Hey yo, I wanna acknowledge coming up Thursday the NFL draft.
Oh yeah.
Exact. I don't know if you're available on Thursday, 6 o'clock. We're gonna try to do 6, right? A little pre-draft talk. Second annual Horseman draft. We did it last year.
Yeah, we need at least 4 people though, brother Joe. If we can get 4 people, we can do it.
Well, I got the head coach from East Orange.
Okay.
Hopefully he joins in, the head coach of East Orange Panthers. He said he'll draft for the Giants.
Okay.
Nonchalant gonna have to do double duty. He gonna have to be the MC and draft for the Eagles unless Exact Truth is there. We got a couple days.
Oh, so we do got 4 then.
We got 4.
Yeah. All right, we in there then. Okay.
Well, I'll let y'all know in the chat. It's like I'm out because due to the fact I'm supposed to be down sick.
Okay.
I mean, I'm starting to feel better. So if I go to work, I'll let y'all know. If I'm scheduled to work on Thursday, but I might just be off. So I'll let y'all know for sure.
Okay.
So that's what's up. That's what's on deck this Thursday. Two episodes of the Horsemen Real Bar Talk.
It's a mock NFL draft.
Just a mock before the draft starts. That's all. We just having fun with it.
Okay.
All right. I'll get my research in.
Yep.
Yo, another
hey, Zach,
good one.
you're an Eagles fan? Is that a dumb question? Is that rhetorical or what?
Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan, bro.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Hold on, man, real quick. I'm a fan, but I've been a fan of a lot of things. It don't mean I'm gonna watch all the time. I heard we gave up one of the draft picks.
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. Y'all got a lot in return.
For what? What did they get? I don't know what's going on.
Y'all got an extra 3rd round this year and an extra number 1 next year.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, all right.
You can get a gym in the 3rd round, yo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Especially this year's draft is. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But this year's draft ain't as. It's not. I don't see it being like big. Like it's not that big this year. So it should be easy. Like all I'm gonna be doing is drafting for needs. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm drafting for needs. Cause you don't got nobody that you skip over to be like, all right, and forget like drafting for needs. This is the best available. I think this year is gonna be strictly drafting for needs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And my team need a lot. I'm already gonna jinx y'all. I'm already crowning the Eagles the champs of the division. I'm crowning it.
We gotta see what happens.
Yeah.
We still got the same motherfuckers. It's Philadelphia, man. Same things. It's just, hey, listen, man, we right across the street from the both squads is both across the street from each other. They basically connected to the same motherfucking fucked up system.
When is the NFC East? To pick the winner of the NFC East, you just gotta do this. And whatever name you land on, that's the win. That's it.
Well, you must have took the Giants off of that list.
Listen, close your eyes. Close your eyes and just go any, mini, money, mo. And whoever you land on, that's who wins.
I ain't got no pushback on that, man. Y'all whooped our ass. Y'all kicked our ass.
I ain't got no pushback.
Hey, yo.
Till they get a linebacker and some DBs.
Another episode of Real Bar Talk. Brother Joe signing off. Peace, my brother.
Magna Carter signing off, yo. This was a good one.
Exact truth. Peace and love to you and yours.
Nonchalant signing off. Peace and love. 100.